I'm very keen to bring different groups of people together, people who have different ideas about things, and get them communicating politely, amiably, nicely, actually communicating and talking about things. And I had this chap, the guy that's below me. His name's David, and he joined myself, my friends, Embers, Squirrel Sniper, and Caucasian Sasquatch to discuss or join in the discussion that we were having. And, well, this is what happened.
Sometimes I get mad and sometimes I get angry, but it's all me. It's all my brain. That is the only thing that...
What about the thoughts, though? What about the thoughts that you have?
Here, I'm trying to connect with David and try to gauge if he actually has a conscience, if he has thoughts that he did not initiate coming into his mind, and what his thoughts are about those thoughts.
You do not claim your energy.
What about the thoughts? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it is obviously an extremely difficult and extremely complicated question. So,
I mean, do you ever get these thoughts that seem to come from nowhere?
Yeah.
And you're just like, why would I think about that? Or like a conscience, basically, that tells you, what you think. Oh, I'm going to do this, and the conscience, and this little thought says. And a lot of people describe it as voices. They say, "Oh, no, this little voice says to me, no, it's a thought." At the end of the day, it's a thought. There's nothing audible about it.
Yeah.
So it's a thought that says to you, "Dude, that wouldn't be a very nice thing to do," or that would be a good thing to do. If you did that, that would be a good thing. You should do that.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
You get those thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess all it is changing the perception from perceiving those thoughts to all be coming from yourself to opening up to the idea that your brain is more of a receiver as well as a transmitter of frequency, of like electromagnetic frequency. In that frequency could be.
So well, before. Sorry, I'm very drunk, so I have to.
Damn, yeah.
Dude, next time just lead with this, okay? You've been holding out the whole time. Next time I have this conversation, you've totally taken a piss.
I have to stop you at every point that I don't agree with.
Hold on, man. I'm going to start telling Chuck Norris jokes.
Right. It's probably a good time. Listen, David, I'll just say this. Right? I'm quite serious about this. I'll just say this.
Yeah.
I don't like having these conversations with people when they're under the influence because there's no point. There's no point at all in having these conversations.
I won't remember it, but I'm also brilliant. I'm also like genius level, like, yeah.
What makes you think? What makes you
can always watch it back on replay, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's the
genius. Watch it back on replay tomorrow and see how much of a genius you look like right now.
More critical thinking than genius.
I'm just different. I'm different from other people.
You can tell. Most people stop streaming when they start drinking.
What's your IQ is?
I don't know what my IQ is, but I'm guessing it's going to be pretty high.
You're guessing? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I refute a previous statement you made. You said you didn't have a higher self, and you clearly are your higher self. I have a question.
No, go on, Squirrel. Not Squirrel, sorry. Sasquatch.
Papa Squatch.
Who determines what is and is not true so that they can determine what you can and cannot say. Who is this individual?
Are you talking about in the mainstream, like on the mainstream? Who?
Yes.
Or are you talking about David personally? Like,
he listens to the mainstream and made the statement that the reason these things aren't allowed to be posted and said is because they're not true. Hunter Biden laptop was completely fucking shut down, yet it seems that it's true.
Yeah, no,
no, it doesn't seem that it's true. It is true.
yeah,
It's absolutely blatantly true.
yeah. Something either is true or is not true.
But who
What
determines
you
what
do
you
right
can say?
from there on makes no
No,
difference.
sir, you're not answering my question. I want an answer to my question. Who determines what is true according to Google?
No one determines something either. Right, I can answer you now.
Who's the highest authority?
Shush. Something either is true or it isn't true.
And Sasquatch to shush.
Easy,
Oh my
son.
God! Thanks God it's another. Oh, well, bless it. Lord have mercy.
I'm being gentle. I'm asking a simple question that you can't even say, okay, either this, that, or the other.
It doesn't matter what the individual
does.
interprets.
Doesn't it? Does it not matter? Hang on a second. All right, hang on.
No one determines what
All
is true.
All right. I'll ask you this then.
I can't wait till he watches this tomorrow.
David,
No,
answer me this.
No one determines
Answer me this. Who has the right to determine if I am intelligent enough to use my own intelligence and discernment to work out if something's true or false? Who has the right to determine what I determine to be true or false?
Yeah.
The whole point is we are free. We are free.
Was about what is true or what is not true.
No, the original question. The original question I asked you, David, you're not
asking. Finish your fucking sentence.
Question.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
I'm not interested in bullshit. I will listen to the answer to the question I have asked, and you don't have a basis for it. Right?
It doesn't matter. Something either is true or it's not true. Something either is true or it's not true.
No, sir. Who determines what is true? Who is the individual with the authority to dictate that this is true, that is not true? You're permitted to say this and not that.
Not even halfway through it. You ignorant motherfucker.
There it is, look. There it is. When they can't answer a question, they resort to personal insults and bad language, calling people names. This is always the way. Their simple little brains can't get around things, can't work things out. They're not intelligent enough. And so they resort to this.
Shut the fuck up. You have
to gotta go. No, you ain't talking about him.
Hang on. Listen to me, you little cocksucker, all right? You little alcoholic cocksucker.
The only one.
You don't come on the stream again. Fuck off. Don't come back. You're a little prick, mate. You're an absolute little prick.
I can't believe
it. That's how.
See you later.
Whenever they can't answer a question, they immediately attack you.
This beautiful, wonderful, polite individual claims to be a genius.
I won't but I'm also brilliant. I'm also like genius level, like, yeah.
He actually told us that he is a genius.
But I'm also brilliant. I'm also like genius level. So like before, yeah. Sorry, I'm very drunk, so I have to.
We tried to tell you we want you. Nobody told you highlighting